Welcome to the show, everybody. How you guys doing? You're listening to the Beer Snobs. This is Damon's Corner, and with me tonight, one of the founders of the Beer Snobs, B.
Hi.
How long have we been doing this show for, man?
Okay, if you want to go original time.
Original. All of us, what was it, like 8 people in front of a MacBook?
We're drinking beer and walking over and yelling at the MacBook that's sitting back down. We actually started that 6 years ago. Called up Half, said, Half, I got a good idea. Maybe we should do a blog or a zine or something like that. And if you can find them on the internet, kudos to you.
Seriously.
Kudos.
If you can find them.
And
also, we feel horrible for you because they sound horrible.
oh my God. Oh my God.
Before we learned, hey, we should actually get real mics for this.
Wait. And before we figured out what format means.
That sounds pretty good.
Wait, what do you think? I think the same thing he thought. Well, so good for you, asshole. What do you think?
Talking to the MacBook. Oh.
So if you can find those, good for you.
Good for you. Well, shit. I think we've reminisced for long enough. We should probably get into this show.
We probably should.
All right.
So sorry for reminiscing on what the old show used to sound like, and getting back to this one.
Getting back there. Here we go. I think it's time for a little segment we call Beer News. And this week, our first story, American beer fans praise the heavens, a Trappist brewery in the U.S. Spencer Trappist Ale. Is what we're talking about here. Made in the town of Spencer in central Massachusetts. It isn't really known for anything, but it's about to become internationally famous, especially...
Wait. That godless state is going to have a monk there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
No, it's home to St. Joseph's Abbey.
Oh.
Where robed monks are busy brewing the first American Trappist beer. Actually, by now, it should already be available. According to this story, the monastery became one of only 10 official Trappist brewers in the world, and the first one outside Europe in December.
America! Fuck yeah!
A quote from Damien Carr, the abbot of St. Joseph's. I've only come to understand the beer world and getting involved in this, but apparently the Trappists have a reputation for quality in their products, which is a bit of an understatement because many of the beers bearing the authentic Trappist product label are regulars on lists of the world's best.
Well, I remember the first time we had a Chimay. And I remember how blown away we were by something so simple being so beautiful.
Yeah.
So from our journey as beer snobs or beer drinkers or beer geeks or whatever you want to call us, you start noticing that you can get crazy with the hops. You can get crazy with putting different ingredients in there. I'll probably have a cactus flower beer sooner or later. But when you see how it was done back in the day and how simple and pure with those 4 ingredients can be, and how awesome they can make the beer. That just blows me away every time. That's why I'm happy to hear that we have
an
American Trappist ale that we can just go back to. So
and the funny thing is, the Trappist brewing in Europe, it isn't that unusual for monks, but in this country it is. I mean, these guys have been around for 60 years, these monks.
Oh, okay.
But they've only supported themselves by making religious garments and preserves like jams, jellies, and stuff. It wasn't until a couple of years ago that they looked into brewing. But the problem is they didn't know anything about it. So they went to Martha Paquette, the co-founder of Pretty Things Beer and Ale Project in Somerville, and asked for help. Because all they knew was, according to Paquette, they maybe drank some Budweiser. So we had a lot of fun with the monks introducing them to hops, dark beers, richer, stronger brews, opening their eyes to that stuff. And learning to drink the beer was the easy part. I can agree with that. Learning to brew it, the Abbey sent 2 of its monks to train at Belgian monasteries and hired a professional Belgian brewer to teach them. And they also received some major financing. Of course, they wouldn't talk about how much, but their state-of-the-art brew house is now 36,000 square feet, stainless steel building that sits behind the Stone Abbey and is mostly automated. It's a golden-hued, full-bodied ale, according to them, has a nice aroma, which kind of whets your appetite. And the brew has already passed 1 major taste test to get the official authentic product label. First, they sent theirs to an approval from the International Trappist Association. They said, we tasted the beer the day we gave the approval, and it was considered a good product, deserving to bear the logo.
That's awesome.
So it's all 100% go, 100% authentic, 100% real. And that's good news for us. Yeah. Me personally, though, I am looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to trying this. This will be awesome.
That'd be one of those things that I'd go hunt down and go try to find.
Great. And that's story number 1. And this one brought to you by Catherine Perry of All Things Considered.
I love that show.
Right? And I guess the web version of this was re-edited for NPR.org by Amy Gutman. So that's story number 1. Let's get to story number 2. Oh, boy. Blending red wine with porter ale. A crossover beer worth the buzz?
No.
We could just get to that right now. Answer, no.
No. That sounds quite horrible, actually.
We need the maid from Family Guy. What's her name?
Consuela?
Thank you.
Okay.
We need Consuela from Family Guy. No.
Naming pledge.
No.
Have you tried Mangria yet?
No.
Mangria is Adam Carolla's wine.
Because he put man in it.
Basically, it's 20. You put vodka into wine. It's 20% wine. It's a knock you on your ass bottle.
Holy shit!
And I think that's about as far as I want when I'm going to mix wine and or anything else. Well, wine and beer doesn't make sense to me.
Let's get to this one. According to the story, if you're a beer lover and your significant other tends more toward wine, is there a drink that can satisfy both of you? How about a beer wine mashup combining two of mankind's oldest beverages? To me, it's kind of the magic in the middle, says Sebastian Zoutant, sommelier of and owner of the DC restaurant The Red Hen. Zoutant has partnered with his friend Jeff Hancock of craft brewery DC Brow to blend a chocolatey porter ale with a touch of Bordeaux.
That is quite possibly the lamest thing I heard in a while.
According to him, it really has distinct red wine characteristics as well as beer.
Well, that's why you put both in the fucking same glass. Wait. They're supposed to become a whole new super drink. You know, with our powers combined, we make drunk bitch brew. That's what it becomes.
Honestly, I can't think of any woman I know who would want to drink it. This is made for one man, Scotty. Scotty over at Happy Hour, i.e. He is the only person this is made for. That is your market. Congratulations. You made something Scotty might be interested in, but then he still might not like it because he's still pretty picky.
You know, look, it sounds like the same thing, Corolla thing. Well, we have a little bit of porter left over, and we have a couple of these bottles of wine. Let's pour them together and see what we have. Oh, that tastes like shit. But if we tell people it's good,
yeah,
they're going to buy it.
The idea came to this guy when he learned winemakers usually toss out the tannin-rich sediment known as lees, a waste product of winemaking. Lees are basically the stuff that falls to the bottom during the fermenting process, bits of grape skin, seed fragments, and dead yeast cells. So basically, he was taking away the stuff that wineries throw away and trying to turn it into liquid gold.
So he's doing a liquor recycle program?
Apparently, and then he's trying to resell it to us.
Okay. I 2 points for ingenuity, -1 point for mixing them together.
Haven't you ever seen the stretch limo made out of things that should not be stretch limos?
Oh, I just saw the Beetle one the other day.
Yeah, this is pretty much what that is.
Yeah.
Enjoy your ride.
Yeah.
And I think that's it for this story. I think we're done with this, kicking this dog. And this was also brought to us by NPR.org. Story by Allison Aubrey, who I guess does Morning Edition. But that is it for beer news. And I think it's time to get to the part of the show we love best, and that is the beer tasting, our blind taste testing. Here's beer number 1.
I like the color.
It's a honey gold.
I was thinking just a light amber.
You know, like a almost orangish, honeyish
yeah.
tint to it. Trying to stir it up, get a head out of it.
And it has a really good carbonation too.
That's a solid head. It actually coats the glass just a little. The smell is beautiful. I'm wow.
No, this is
a decent smell.
This is gonna be pleasant. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Wow.
This is
chocolate.
Weird. I didn't get chocolate.
I'm getting chocolate from mine.
I'm getting the absence of flavors. I was expecting a lot more from the smell. I was expecting a little bit more bite. Like, what are you smelling?
I don't know. It was
something floral.
It smelled kind of like a spice. That's what I got off of it at first. But the aftertaste is like lager, though.
I don't get it. I don't get a
the
chocolate.
aftertaste is bad lager.
I think this is something that either is a little older than it should be. It's not as fresh as it should be. Like, the smell comes off really, really strong, really well, but it's not matching the taste to me.
I think the initial flavor comes off of a little bit of spice, maybe a hint of chocolate, but then it recedes into lager. That's what I'm getting on the end. Is I'm not getting the lager foretaste, but I'm getting a lager aftertaste.
I'm with you because your palate feels a lot lighter after when you take a good mouthful of it. I'm wondering if I'm just missing something because I'm not tasting many spices. I can smell something in there. I can smell something floral. I can smell some spices. I can smell something really, really good. I just can't taste it.
I can kind of taste it a little bit, but again, it's that
Okay.
that aftertaste is really dominating.
It's muted. This is what this is. This is muted.
Yeah.
That it beautiful smell, beautiful cook look, beautiful color, everything like that. But when you taste it tastes like it's a toned down version of what this beer should be.
Yeah. I think we're done tasting this. I mean, we got a rough opinion what we think.
Wait. Do you like it though?
I'm kind of split. I like it initially, and then I don't like the aftertaste at all. The aftertaste bugs shit out of me.
I'm along the lines of I think I'm
50-50 on it, really.
I'm not a fan, but I see where they're trying to go. I just wish they did it a little bit harder. I wish they put a little bit more into it.
I believe I agree with that. Let's see the reveal. Oh my God, really? This is Fat Tire?
See, okay, now people, we were talking about how we've been doing this for 6 years, right? When we would have had a Fat Tire back in the day, we would have been able to pick out, the yeasty notes and all these other things. The smell of Fat Tire was great. The problem is this was way more muted than what we used to because our palates have changed over the years.
Listen to this guy
drinking.
make excuses.
I'm good at that.
Let's just say the thing is, guess what? This really disappointed us. Like I have to say the problem, honest to God, I told you, I like the taste. I like the smell. I smelled spice. I smelled like a hint of chocolate in it. And it failed in the aftertaste. Something in the aftertaste was bad. Something in the aftertaste didn't live up to the rest of it. And that was how I felt about it.
You know, I've never been a huge Fat Tire fan. But
I am.
But I appreciate the fact Fat Tire is found at any music venue I go to. So if I need to get a beer and I didn't want Bud Light or Budweiser, I can get a Fat Tire every day of the week. I think Fat Tire's not becoming our Newcastle.
Yeah.
I mean, Newcastle was when we first had it was amazing and great because it wasn't what we're used to, and now it's just there.
All right. Well, let's get to the information about this beer. If you aren't aware, Fat Tire is from New Belgium Brewing Company. It's an amber ale, 5.2 ABV, named in honor of Fat Tire's co-founders' bike trip through Europe. Fat Tire Amber Ale marks a turning point in the young electrical engineers' home brewing. Belgian beers use a far broader palette of ingredients, fruits, spices, esoteric yeast strains than German or English styles. Blah 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 blah. The more interesting factor is this is a 22 ounce and it cost $4.25. That value. Is a liquor store price.
Good value.
It's fair. I've seen better prices for better beers, to be honest, but it's all right, not bad.
The coolest thing about Fat Tire is that New Belgium gives away one of those bikes on the bottle to their employees, and you can get one if you're a distributor.
Speaking of the bikes, the bottle. I mean, I guess if you've seen the Fat Tire bottle, most people have, but it's a little busy without being too much.
I think they do it in a classy way.
Yeah, I think that would be the best way to say it because I mean it's the archway, the that shows the picture of the tree with the bike next to it, and the vines going around the decoration, all within a blue background, on top of another red sticker, I guess you could say.
We've seen it many times before. It's sort of iconic now in the craft beer world. It's okay. I'm with you. It's a little busy for me because honestly,
me too.
I'm the type of guy who just says, "Show me what it says on there. What type? Who makes it? Show me the beer, and then unless it's funny,
get to
move on to it."
Yeah, it's something that stands out, isn't too visually annoying. I mean, this doesn't go too far, but it's still pretty busy. But I don't think it counts against the beer at all.
No. The best example of the best bottles ever, Clown Shoes.
Yeah,
Clown Shoes, simple, funny picture, fucking great beer.
And let's get to it. Thumbs out. What do you give this beer, B? Thumbs down from B.
No. I have a caveat from this though, and again, like we said, 6 years have been doing this, so this is why. A more mature palate will want more. A younger palate will be happy with this. So if you started getting into craft beer, or you just started to listen to this right now, Fat Tire is an excellent starting point.
Yeah,
and it's an excellent starting point because it's found everywhere. And you can start picking out the flavors you need to start. You'll see in other beers later on. So, but for me personally, no, thank you.
Wow, a harsh review from B, which is surprising because I only gave it a thumb slightly turned downward from neutral. Because I don't think it's a horrible beer. I thought that the initial taste was good. I thought that it disappointed utterly in the finish, but honestly, not that bad. It because the things that were good about it in that initial taste are still better than like half the beers that are out there.
No. I fully think that this is a great starting point or a great place you can sit down,
Well, I'm just saying, for me personally,
Yeah.
it doesn't earn a thumbs down. I've had way worse than how that only failed measured up to its initial taste. If you were to compare that aftertaste to a regular beer, it still would have beaten it.
No, you're okay.
I'm just saying it disappoints.
You're right, but still, thumbs down.
It's still thumbs down from you, but I'm saying not thumbs down. I say thumb slightly crooked down from neutral. Not deserving of neutral, not deserving of thumb up, but not that bad.
But still, if you are starting in craft beer and you are just finding out about all these cool things you can drink, perfect place to start at.
Exactly.
Perfect place.
And let's get to beer number 2.
Woohoo. A little lighter in color.
Cloudy. Notice that cloudy.
Yeah.
I like that. That is a good sign. Head's a little light, though. Oh, no. Yeah, kind of. You know what? It coats almost as good as the other one. It
smells like a sour.
Oh, wow. It does smell kind of.
Smells like a sour.
Kind of like a sour beer.
I like the head. A nice creamy head on this.
Take a taste, see what happens. Well, that is interesting.
That's a fruit sour.
You think so?
And actually, I think it's whatever yeast strain to pull out that fruit is, whatever it is. But
So I'm not a big sour fan because I think the more they go into that classic sour flavor, the more I tend to not like it. This is better blended, I would say.
it has
Pretty blended.
It has a
fruit
little
sour.
hop finish on the back end.
Yeah, which I think is what rounds it out.
Yeah, it has that. I like that hop kick at the end of it. So that was nice.
It's not bad.
That's really nice, actually.
Yeah, I think we're just this is God, this is a sour. This is a good damn sour.
Okay, I don't think it's a sour anymore.
You don't.
No.
I think it's too good to be sour.
Wow. We know where he stands with those.
Yeah.
Okay, I do think it's a sour. I think it's a shittily done sour, but it's an okay beer. It's a really palatable beer.
I thought you said you didn't think it was a sour. What happened with that?
I'm like, okay, your thumb with the fucking fat tire. That's where I'm at right now with this beer. I'm like, I'm not sure it's over here, over here.
You're just like back and forth, back and forth. But no, I say, it's got a nice crisp taste. It doesn't have a bad aftertaste. Actually, the aftertaste I think is pretty nice.
I love that hop kick at the end.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's not like overbearing, but it's enough where you say, "Oh, there it is," and that feels good right now.
Yeah, this isn't like an amazing beer, but it's a good beer.
Yeah,
I think we're ready for the reveal.
Oh, Barrel Trolley!
Holy shit balls!
Is that the IPA?
Yo, this is Barrel Trolley Brewing's Pale Ale.
Okay, Barrel Trolley. I don't know where they're from, but I remember we brought some of their beer back when I came back from Florida. They have an amazing nut brown, and they just started distributing in California. Just started.
Yeah. Well, there's a story behind this beer. I'll tell you after I'm done. But basically, Barrel Trolley Brewing Pale Ale. It's ABV 5.3, and it includes 3 types of hops combined in this pale ale for a complex citrus hop aroma. Citrus. That's what we were getting.
Yeah,
that was what was confusing you from a sour. But with the citrus hop aroma with deep flavor and a long crisp finish. Wow, I could have freaking read that off the bottle before I did my description of it. And this is the thing. This beer was 79 cents for the bottle.
Well, that's a thumbs up just because.
No, let me explain. You know where I found this beer? Because I found this beer. I didn't know when he was going to inflict this beer on us, but I'm the one that gave it to him. This was at the 99-cent store.
I found a good beer at the 99-cent store too.
They had a ton of these. A ton of these. They had an entire rack. It was the only beer there.
Is it before 9? So we'll go down there and pick the shit up.
It is.
That's pretty good stuff.
I don't know if it's still there, but there was a shit ton of it. There was and they were all 79 cents a bottle.
Wow.
79 cents a bottle. So, I mean, if you were to buy 6 of them for 79 cents a bottle, that's about $4.80 roughly for a 6-pack.
And it's not bad beer.
Yeah. I guess Total Wine apparently sells it for $6.99 a 6-pack. But yeah. No. I got this at the 99-cent store for 79 cents a bottle.
Okay, when you had a 99-cent store, do you have the same hop kick on it when you drank it?
This was the one I bought from there.
That was the one?
2 weeks ago. I bought from them.
See, now I want to try one that may be fresher. Because I know 99-cent store, when they get their stuff, is usually past due or whatever it is.
Of course.
So,
or no one was buying it.
Yeah. So
I think it was no one was buying it.
No one's buying it. They bought it back for cheaper. That could have been aged as a pale. You lose a lot of the hop flavor.
Could have been. Yeah, we're gonna. I guess we're gonna have to try it. But yeah, that's the thing I wanted to tell everybody, which was unusual about this one is 99-cent stores selling beer and wine now. Go down there and you might find something interesting. Just something cheap, but maybe something good. It's surprising. This is a bottle. The bottle, dark, black label, simple white, green and white lettering. Not too annoying. It was pretty cool. Let's take it to the vote. Thumbs out. Well, what do you vote this one, B? Thumbs up.
Nope. For the price and the taste, I still want to try one fresh, but it was good. Thumbs up.
Yeah. I'm doing a thumbs up too because I mean the taste was decent. It was strong on the back end. It wasn't bad at all. And then the price,
value is a great.
The value was amazing on this. So yeah, thumbs up. So wow, beer of show. Who would have thought against Fat Tire, the winner, Barrel Trolley's premium quality pale ale.
Way to go, Barrel Trolley.
Nice job. All right, and that is our second beer. So that's the end of the show. And we have a big announcement for you guys. This is the last Daemon's Corner for a while, but hold back the tears. Next week,
calling all beer snobs.
We're coming back. We're bringing back the regular show, coming out of hiatus. It's one of the reasons I got B on this week for the official announcement. Old school beer snobs coming at you. We'll be back in force. Everyone that you heard on the Daemon's Corner podcast, all of those people will be back doing our regular rotation of beer snob shows. So we just want to let you guys know. Check us out on thebeersnobs.com. You can check us out on facebook.com/thebeersnobs page, twitter.com/thebeersnobs, and remember to subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, and youtube.com/thebeersnobs.
And when you subscribe, please rate us 5 stars. That helps us out an awful lot.
Yeah, and I gave up asking you guys, but if you have any questions, hit us up. #AskABeerSnob. We'll answer your questions whenever. I guess that's it.
Yep. Thank you, Daemon.
Thanks for listening to Daemon's Corner. I really appreciated taking your time. We might come back to do interviews with maybe some brewers.
We'll make that happen.
If there's ever another hiatus, this show will be back, no doubt. Had a lot of fun, and I really appreciate everyone taking a chance to check us out during the interim.
Actually, Daemon, let me say this. I appreciate you picking up the torch and making this happen. This show wouldn't happen unless you wanted to put the initiative in to make sure we didn't have any dead zones for our listeners, and I appreciate you taking over, making a great show out of this.
Appreciation always welcome, and I was happy to do it. It's been a lot of fun, and I guess another thank you from our associate producer here, Hef, who's been the other wheel trying to steer this fucked up ship. And serving us the beers.
Good luck to you, sir.
Yeah, I mean he'll be back. He'll be back helping us out with the regular show as well. So not going away, but for this show,
I'm B,
and I'm Daemon.
and we'll see you at the bar.
Auf Wiedersehen.